we're just back from a busy Saturday, so I have prep to do. Come with me and I'll show you 3 different methods to do homemade ingredients that we use here in the sitting room and in Delahunt. Welcome, this is our lab that we share with our friends, as I said. So we're gonna start with our syrup. A good way, if you have some wine left over at home and you're like, what else can I do that is not cooking? This is a good one. This is a champagne when it's not bubbly enough for us to sell. I'm turning it to a syrup that we use on a cocktail. These are our signatures at the moment. But I mean, if you have still wine, if you have red wine's great as well to work on the color of cocktails if you want to change that, you know. If you want to do simple syrup, by the way, it's just using water instead of wine. So there we go. What you want to do is get half of the weight that you got on the wine in sugar, because I like that rich mouthfeel of a rich syrup. Okay. So here, what I like to do is I use the hot milk function, because you gently heat and then will give me the opportunity to do work in this and something else at the same time. But you can also full on boil, just stay present, stirring all the time. And just when it starts boiling, just turn it off. But always stirring so it doesn't burn. On this case, I'm gonna stir a lot in the beginning, just to everything to mash up together. And now I'm gonna fat wash the Campari. So there are 3 steps on fat washing. The first one is the infusion. So I'm gonna put everything together and let it sit all together for 24 hours. And after that, put it in the freezer. And after it's on the freezer, well, we're gonna get to that. So fat washing will infuse the taste of it. So what I want, I'm doing this for a drink that we have. There is an Americano. So pretty much like a Negroni, but without the gin, sparkling water, so the water instead. And I'm using a little bit of brine and the olive oil in the wash, so you have a bit of the olive in the background. The fat wash will also give a nice silky texture to the drink, beside the taste itself, you know. So for fat wash, what you want to do, it depends on the fat you're using. Olive oil, because it's a bit more delicate. Like if I was using bacon fat, for example, I use less. But this I'm doing 1:4. So I use 2 bottles. I'm gonna put half of a bottle of olive oil. So that would be 350. I love this part. I just love how the olive oil and the Campari looks together. Yeah, so during the night today, what I do during service is every time I come to the back, I give it a quick stir and then pop it in the freezer tomorrow. And then the other day I'm gonna take the top off, because then in the freezer the fat goes all to the top and freezes, while the alcohol doesn't freeze. So you just literally take the lid of fat out. In this case, bring to the kitchen. They usually do financiers with it. And then it's interesting as well because the oil is also going to be infused with the Campari. and then I filter through some coffee filters. I realized that I did the other way around.
Oh.
I put half of the sugar instead of the bowl.
Oh.
It's okay. I always tell, whenever I'm training somebody, I always say, if you, especially with batching, if you got something wrong, don't panic and think you have to throw the whole batch away. Just calm down first, and then you do the math. So what you gotta do, and then you fix it, you know? Very few things are not fixable in life. So I put, it was 245. So that was 445, not 35. So that was 470, and I should have put double sugar. You can do equal parts or double, but it's double sugar.
Yes, so you did the opposite. Yeah, right.
I promise I don't do that when I'm not on camera, you know? Never thought. Also, you can do with beer. For our Irish coffee, we do with Stout, with Guinness, instead of wine. And we spice it up with other things as well. And go very good with coffee, you know. We also put a little bit of Guinness in our espresso martinis as well. What I'm gonna do is I'll mix the cucumber jalapeño first. So I'll pour a little bit on there. Let's try those. And that's it. Arrive tomorrow, give it a stir, and then just drain the other day. So see how it goes. It is warmer now than it was when I was doing when I did this the first time. So turned into liquid. So that's what is interesting as well, and that's why I thoroughly wash everything that I need to use, because it's not gonna be cooked. This one, because I had the citric acid in the end of the process, it preserves longer. And then I straight away vacuum pack and freeze as well. And I only defrost it to put alcohol into it, so all of this makes it preserve, you know? So this, I call it cucupeño. A cucumber and jalapeno, so that's the cucupeño. I just like to get it all to kind of leave it in there dripping, you know, full of oil. So that you see how the olive oil is all on top. So now this is the fun part. We're gonna use those special ingredients. This is the quickest part as well. This is what you see when you come to the cocktail bar. You never see the 2-day step that we did before. This one that I'm doing is the berry garden. I'm using the champagne syrup with it. I haven't properly opened the bar yet, so I don't have any speed pours for any professionals judging me right now. They're in amber, so it's batched, as you can see. It was in the freezer. So that is the cucumber, the jalapeno and cucumber cordial, already mixed with our jalapeno tequila and Saint Germain. So I just have to measure over there to dilute. And then the Americano is just a built drink. We're gonna put same measure of sweet vermouth.
Can you believe that? Yeah, I thought we'd just come in and open up and try from there. Right.